getting the knife round underway.
Finally.
How nice, how nice. Yeah, it definitely, finally. Sense appears to be missing a player.
Flashy? I wonder where he went off to, and is it going to be a 4v5 then for Sense in the knife round? Oh, AFK, unfortunate.
Oh.
Ooh. For some, I think Awake's just going to be baiting Club. No, he's going to be getting taken out by Divine. Not really much of a challenge there. Divine's going for it, and he finds the second one overload, can find fire, and then kind of find Divine after the damage he's done. 2 on 3. This is really dysfunctional from QuantumX. They're not really working together, but they're going to make it a 2 versus 1 anyway. It's all on general now. It doesn't seem to have much chance of this. Rahal on 80 HP and Lawrence on 100. Oh, this is this is quite a surprise actually. They came in 4v5 and came out with a 2 versus 1. That's quite good. And Jen's gonna find Lawrence. Now it's sort of close in terms of HP, but Rahal's gonna take him out anyway. So QuantumX is Sense. Sorry, is gonna be taking the pick first. And what side do you think they're going to be choosing?
Probably CT, yeah.
Yeah,
CT.
a lot of CT spam in the chat. Quite a lot indeed. It's going to be a very interesting lineup. I'm going to be
it's going to be very interesting.
heavily towards where they're going to go. I'm going to be interested. It's going to be interesting, to say the least.
I'm looking forward.
Oh yeah, definitely. And obviously, to add variety, you've got to have a British and a Swedish commentator here. And obviously, you've got our Slovenian friend, Punable, just chilling. Probably fell asleep by now. But this is gonna go. Oh,
I got kicked.
well, that thing. Okay, who's first on the ban list? Oh yeah, gonna be flexing his dev title there. Oh, he's enjoying himself there. This is. Oh, some people are saying it's gonna be a 60. No, that's that's not very good. It's quite rude. And then someone's asking for trading advice in the chat. Well, regardless, we're gonna be placing over. Well, it's gonna be a pretty strong AXEQ actually. They're gonna be stacking lots of people up, and they're gonna be having. Well, Sense is playing aggressively towards B main, but it doesn't matter as Overload finds the first kill on towards Lawrence. It's going to be a quick sweep as far as finds Destiny in the mayhem, but Uno's going to be trading him out as Rahal finds Overloaded. Ooh, this is a very sticky, but they're going to be a flank coming in from Sense. Then finds the first one. Not going to be finding the second, but Rahal's going to be taking a wake out as he takes out Alonso and Rahal with another one. Sense with the first round. Quite a huge triple from Rahal actually. That was very pivotal holding from him. If he couldn't hold the fort down there, that would have been an easy bomb plan for QuantumX. That was quite entertaining. Oh, unfortunately, Copy's going to be kicked, unfortunately. But he may be back soon, depending on whether Veo can load in, and it's going to be a B hit now for QuantumX. They're not really taking any map control, and while we say that, it's going to be a lot of aggression over towards BMA. The game's lagging quite a bit, but Zen's going to find 2 with the UMP getting traded out quickly by Destiny. It's a lot of damage done though, as Divine does find one. He's going to be getting tagged down a little bit though, as his teammates are now rotating. 1 on the flank as Lawrence finds 1 on towards Awake. 1 versus 4. Surely cannot do this, and he will not, as Rem, Divine Smurf, takes him out. Nice clean sweep there. Unfortunately, the force buy did not turn out well at all. Commentators play sure bets. I don't believe in betting. That is quite illegal. So we've got some people saying Sense is good teamwork, and I do actually agree. They're working quite well. They're rotating quickly. Meanwhile, QuantumX is kind of just rushing and trying to rely on Abe. I don't believe anyone's actually in-game leading for them now, but they're not actually going for any mid-control, B-control. They're leaving the rest of the map blind, and that's going to lead Lawrence finding the first flank of Squeaky. He's going to be tagged down quite a bit though. Lawrence finding the second one, still low HP. He's going to be a couple of hits away from death. Uno, 2 nice deep shots on towards Zen and Divine, as Lawrence finds 1 onto Jen, and then Overloaded trading on towards Forest, but Lawrence finding another one. He's been a menace, finding 4 frags on low HP. Now it's a 1 versus 1 Rohall versus Overloaded. Now this is all about timing. 100 HP for both, but Rohall peeking the moment Overloaded is covered, but he hears him, and now this is going to be getting pretty hectic. And Rohall, oh no, he's going to be, nearly taking him out. They're both tagged quite lowly, but it's a bit Overloaded. They're tied in HP. This is a couple bullets away from death. He needs to do this before his economy is gone. And his bit Overloaded is going to be finding the frag onto Rohall. Very pivotal moment, actually, for QuantumX. If they lost that round there, the momentum that Sense would have gathered would be way too much for them to be able to carry on for the next 3 rounds, and their economy would be an absolute mess. Oh, Foamy enjoying himself. Right, so still going to be a buyout for Sense. Their economy is probably going to be somewhere along the edge, and definitely Uno on the up. I think that's a cheeky up weep he's got there, and it's going to be a B hit from QuantumX. Now they're still giving away lots of map control. They're not really taking it. Lawrence could probably just easily push this. Fortunately, Uno is holding towards T-spawn, being the only person on his team actually watching out for any rotating players. As Zen's going to find the first frag onto General. He needs to get a few more here, and he does not. Awake going to be taking him out. They really did. Now it's all on Rem, and Destiny has a nasty shot to Rohall, but Divine is going to be finding him and getting him found by Overloaded instead, as Lawrence takes that away. 2 versus 2. This is very doable. Uno is all the way over towards Vents, and Overloaded is on 7 HP. Oh, Uno finding the first gun to Lawrence. This is now very unfavourable for Sense. I wonder how this one's going to be turning out as far as heads over towards Heaven. I don't know if he's going to opt for the safe here, but he's going to be playing aggressively regardless. But Uno is going to be peeking out. He's going to be missing that shot though. Forrest knows where he is, but does he know where Overloaded is? And Overloaded finds a nice clean headshot on towards Forrest. QuantumX bringing back around 2-2. Yes, QuantumX is on the T side. Oh, Zen's going to be AFK, never mind, he's back, and it's going to be an A execute, most likely, from QuantumX. Overloaded has the bomb. What are they going to be doing though? Because they keep pushing, oh no, they're putting 2 over towards Squeaky, and Veo has subbed in for Generation. Oh, Rope will find the first onto Wait, but then Veo's going to be quickly trading it back. 78 HP though, dinked a little bit as Forrest is going to be finding Destiny. And Overloaded trading it back up to Forrest, but once again Lawrence there to trade. Sense is trading a lot. They're playing this quite well, and they're moving together very accurately. Uno's in a tight spot, and Zen is going to be finding him as Veo all alone in Squeaky 1 versus 3. He does find the first one onto the line, and he's going to be finding the second onto Lawrence. Now it's all on Zen to be taking this guy out, and he pre-fires him perfectly. Veo with the 3k going to be clutching it out, 3-2. Not that must feel very bad for Sense there. 1 versus 3, going to be getting shut down by 1 man in Squeaky. Going to be an A execute. Most likely. No, they're going for some mid control finally. Not going to be the first time there's actually challenged mid, and he's going to be Destiny versus Rohall. Oh, he's going to eat that nade. 39 HP. He's going to jump up and find the kill on towards Rohall anyway, but it's going to be he spots him out, but Divine's going to be taking out Destiny as Wake does find Lawrence in the meantime. Oh, double up setup play for QuantumX. Zen finding one overload, finally 3 versus 3. Sense does have the advantage as Veo finds Forrest, finally giving them the advantage, even though Veo and Uno are 1 bullet from death. That's all on Divine and Flashy. to potentially shut this one down for QuantumX. So it just appears the bomb's going to be heading towards B, clearing out a few angles. So he's going to be down to Divine really to shut this one down. Oh, ooh, nice little peek from Divine. Will be fighting there, 2 versus 2. Ooh, this is... They're really pushing the time here, Quantum. They don't want to play too early, but they got one member of the CT side on each site. And it's decided they're going to be opting for a B push in... No, they're going to be going towards Vents. No, possible twist and... Ooh, oh no, Alonso fails that one. Now they've got the A site nice and easy. Now it's all on Divine. Will he save? No, he's going to go for it. He may be able to do this. One headshot and a body shot is all he needs to close the round out right now. And he's going to be over towards C, and ooh, he finds the first one on Surveyor. This is very doable. You got to wake over towards Truck. Can Divine pull this off? Oh, he does not have too much time to do this. Oh, Awake is really not spotting out. He hit, and he's going to be pre-firing, taking out Divine. 4-2 for QuantumX right now. They finally found some form after losing the first 2 rounds in a row. Alright, so it's going to be a B push from Quantum, taking a whole B main control. And Lawrence is playing very aggressive mid, so he's going to be getting nearly found by Overload, but Overload's going to be getting taken out instead. Now, he's got a lot of information. He's probably going to be calling the B rotation. His Destiny's in checkers. If he gets pushed now, he is going to be getting taken out. And indeed, Divine's going to be taking him out, as Lawrence is going to be walking around with a mere 25 HP as Forrest gets taken out by Awake. 4 versus 3 for Sense. Very, very fortunate situation for them to be in, but they need to start pulling rounds back before QuantumX starts rolling them down, round after round. Well, Wake's on 16 HP, Uno going to be getting taken out by Divine. Ooh, Divine going to be getting traded out by Veo. 2 versus 3, and Awake catching out Lawrence there. That's not too good. Oh, the nade nearly catching out Awake. That would have been a nice kill. But it's all down to Flashy. If they come down over towards the B bomb site, Flashy's really got to stop the vent push. For now, they're just going to be biding their time in mid, watching the angles, as Flashy is playing way too aggressively, and they're going to be heading up towards A one more time. It's all on Rohall right now, and he's going to be finding the first one, getting traded out by Awake. Now, 16 HP versus 50. Flashy needs to win this one. This is actually quite an important round for Sense. Okay, 303, ban. Oh, very entertaining. Right. Oh boy. I agree, Censored, and Awake is going to find the kill onto Flashy. A one bullet would have done it, but unfortunately Flashy is not going to be able to deliver for Sense. Awake with the triple kill there. So right now we're going to be having Divine top fragging, joint top fragging with Lawrence for Sense, and Awake going 9-5 for QuantumX. You don't have Destiny at the bottom, but he has got in a couple quite high impact frags, as well as Uno playing quite passively as the anchor player. But once again, it does appear they're going to start taking towards mid, but that does not make too much of a difference, and we're going to be having very aggressive positions as Lawrence is already pushed up towards vents, and Divine playing aggressive B main. Not too much respect there, but now Lawrence does have the advantage. They do not know he's in vents, so if you get a couple easy frags, and he's going to be getting only the one on towards Destiny as Overload trades him out quickly, but Divine going to be taken out. Awake. Ooh, 3 versus 4. These are the situations that Sense keeps losing, and they need to stop losing in these situations as Rohall's rotating around. But unfortunately, Qualifiers is going to be catching both of them out. 2k for him. Oh, the double. Oh, now it is all on Uno to maybe save the up, and that's most likely what he's going to be doing as he watches over towards B main. Ooh, lots and lots of insults. For me, I'm not sure where the recordings go, apart from Frost Yems, but that is most likely where you're going to be finding them. As Forest, oh, will Tommy get the better of him here? Can Uno spot him out? And yes, he does, Uno, with a nice little kill on towards Forest. Forest, timing got the better of him there. He turned away just at the wrong time, and then when he turned back, it was too late. Uno, I think he's actually going to be going towards this, so now it's actually on Rohul to shut Uno down. This is a very doable round if he finds this frag. And he will not be as Rohul finds a frag. Instead, nice, clean headshot, giving sense, yet another round. 5-3 in favour of QuantumX. Which one are you talking about, Foamy? Oh. Feels very bad. Foamy going to be muted for a good 5 seconds. Okay, so we're going to see quite another basic default setup from QuantumX. Not really seeing too much utility usage, actually. Just kind of relying on their rifles to do the work for them, as it's going to be a nice little A-take. Now Lawrence needs to find these early frags because it's going to be pretty much all on Forest to hold his position with an AWP, which is not easy, as Lawrence does find the first frag onto the member of the T side in Squeaky. And Uno, he's playing aggressively. Oh, I take that back. Very quick kills coming out from Sense. Oh, I feel very bad for QuantumX. Their push has just been shut down as Veo is going to be getting taken out by Alonso on middle. Sense clawing and crawling their way back, hopefully going to be trying to get themselves back into the lead, as the CT side has been mentioned to be their best side by the owner of the team. Oh. I wonder if any people have been betting on this match, because I do know there was some betting in the last match. So, Punnable, what is your opinion on the game thus far? If you're even paying attention, no, you're just going to be paying attention to the chat. Very, very good co-streaming. As I don't know what's going on. We've got some members of Sense just AFK. I think Lawrence is lagged out. Yes, it's gonna be Lawrence, and then one's AFK. So it's really just down towards Divine, on towards the B bomb site if they go to B to hold it down, and Rohul over on towards A. So he's going to be truck as well, but unfortunately that's not what they need, as it does appear it's going to be a mid take over towards B. So essentially a 1 versus 5 for Divine right now, and he really needs to step up his game. He's not exactly overperforming, and he finds the first frag on towards Destiny, nearly going to be catching out over the pre-fire, and he's going to be nearly caught out himself. Now they're going to be pushing over towards the side. He finds 2 in the spray. Oh, Divine, you're saving Sense so much right now, as Rohul finds 1 from the vents over towards Overloaded, and Forrest finishes off Awake after he trades with Rohul. Beautiful stuff from Divine. Definitely a pivotal round, considering you had a couple of Sense players either AFK or crashed. Very, very fortunate for Divine to be playing for Sense today. If I had to say anything, I personally believe that Enter will be winning this tournament wholeheartedly. Just going to be throwing that one out there. Lion King, one of the key players for QuantumX, not going to be able to play, so QuantumX is actually in-game leaderless. So 5-5 right now. Quite a decent score. Ooh, Wake's not going to be finding any damage. I take that back. Divine's all the way over on 40 HP. Nice nade from Awake. And it's going to be an easy 8 site for the taking, as Rohul finds 1 onto it, and then Overload going to be trading on towards Forest Fire, as Zen is still AFK. Basically a 3 versus 4 for Sense. 1 over towards Truck, maybe Rohul can squeeze him out of position, and he's going to be getting taken out by Rohul. Indeed, what can he find? Well, he's going to find another one, even though Destiny was there, and Lawrence is going to be finding Destiny as well. Now it's Veo all alone with a scout, and he is not going to be able to do it. A massive quad kill coming out from Rohul there, definitely anchoring it out alongside Divine Smurf for Sense at the moment. Finally, we're going to be having Sense taking the lead back once again. Oh, not very impressive at all right now. First off. Well, not 2A2B. Plenty of strats going out in the stream chat, but most of them probably aren't going to be effective. 6-5 low for Sense. They really need to try and get a lead going on here, because else they are going to be messing up quite severely. Oh, some not very good words getting around. Oh, Saw going to be saying someone's toggling. This is very entertaining. And it's going to be a B push, it seems, from QuantumX. Lots of some very aggressive mid push from Launch yet again, but I'm not sure if they're going to be expecting this, as Awake is holding connector and he's going to be taking out Lawrence. Nice little upgrade for him if he manages to pick that one up, as Overloaded does find Divine. Awake not opting to go pick up the gun, as we're going to still have Uno over towards T-spawn. As Destiny finds one onto Forest, 2 versus 5, or shall I say 1 versus 5. Rohall, as Alonso still seems to be AFK. Yeah, this does seem like a guaranteed round at this point, unless Flashy comes back and gets a miraculous ace, and Brighty is going to be subbing in for Flashy, aka Zen. Reason is quite reasonable, even though he's still somehow third fragging while AFK for a few rounds. Very beautiful. Equal sense. Oh, good point. When Flashy went AFK, they started to win rounds back, but now we're finally going to be into a 5 versus 5 situation, and it's going to be 6-6 for QuantumX and Sense. Now, this is, I do expect a close half, next half, but I'm not too sure. It could go into overtime potentially. These teams are appearing to be very evenly matched. Though Sense does appear to have better team coordination, and that may be due to the fact they may have an in-game leader, which is something that is quite a big factor, even though people don't admit it that much. And it's going to be, well, QuantumX is actually showing some map control. Early on, they were just losing rounds as they was rushing, but Destiny's going to find a nice little entry on towards Lawrence. No need to push any more there without giving support, as it is a rotation over towards B, it seems, but the bomb is still over towards T-spawn. No, the bomb's still going to be going towards B. They're not opting for a fake, but Rohall and Brighty find Gilson in the meantime. Alongside Awake, you know, he got traded out quite quickly, and Overload does find Brighty. Now, this is very difficult. Forest needs to shut this down, and he is not going to shut this down. 1 versus 3 for Rohall, and most of them are quite tagged. Ooh, he finds a nice little nade on towards Vale, but Overload going to be taking him out. Nice and easy. 7-6 for QuantumX. Ooh. Blaztech more like Travis. Ooh. Oh, we've got a good amount of spam going in the chat, and unfortunately we've got not too much interest alongside people here. We've got many people over towards team 2. Lots of people very expectant even towards this game. I know some people were expecting a nice dramatic win for QuantumX, but this is a much more entertaining game than the game we had the other day. This is nice, quite close, and obviously a lot of coordination. Not sure what that was from Lawrence, but he does somehow find a way, even though he's on 25 HP. Surprised that he did not get taken out by that there, as he goes in towards Squeaky for safety. Going to be playing aggressive, but he's going to be meeting Uno there, and he's going to be taken out. Uno, unfortunately, Orb is not that good at close range, and Destiny does find Fox in the meantime, but Rohall going to be finding Overload. 4 versus 2 for QuantumX, and Destiny's actually coming in with a flank and finding Rohall. That is quite a crucial kill, but Lawrence does find Bayo. 1 versus 3. He has done it in the warm-up, but can he do it in the actual game? This is quite possible. He does have an AK, so 3 bullets, all he needs, and he finds the first kill on towards Lawrence. Can he get the second? He's going to be playing over towards, he's going to be barely missing it, tagging Divine down to 50, as Divine pops back out and takes out Destiny. 7-7. Very, very close game, and thank you. Before he was a developer. Very, very painful. Oh. Now, this is going to be interesting. We did predict a close game, and that prediction so far is coming true. It does appear, I think Uno may be taking the lead for QuantumX. They have started to be a bit more tactical towards their approach, as Destiny is going to be trying to entry frag over towards B. Overloader is going to find the first kill onto Lawrence. Destiny following up onto Forest, but Rohul finally going to try and find the trade there, taking out Overload as Divine hits back on Destiny. There goes two of the biggest fawns in their side, but they do need to find a Wake, who's also been causing quite a few problems. But he's down on 50 HP, and Divine is still holding strong, and Rohul is now there to assist. And will he do a good job? No, he's rotating over towards mid now. Not too much of a bad place. Uno is towards Vents, and Awake is in checkers. We do have one of the T-side in B main as well with an up there. And Brighty getting a quick kill onto Awake. Now this is a 2v3 situation, but one of them are towards A, but the bomb in B main. Now, Rohul is playing quite aggressively, even though he does know there's potentially an AWPer over towards Vents. He's just going to be going down towards A again. This is opt for a rotate, I think. I do think QuantumX is going to be going for an A push. I mean, there's no option to save here, as Brighty can... No. Oh! Divine gets a lot of information there. But he did... I don't think he saw Veo as well moving around, but surely he's going to be an option now, and we're going to be having Rohul. We're going to be Divine playing aggressively, getting the frag on towards Uno. 1 versus 3 for Veo. He does need to win this if he wants to win the half, but next round could be less tied, because we have been informed obviously earlier that CT is Sense's best side, but this may not hold to be true. Next half we'll be seeing Brighty's got lots of info, and he does find the headshot onto Veo. 8-7 first half for Sense. Very, very close half indeed. Could have gone either way. Maybe if QuantumX did get a more tactical approach over towards the start of the game, they would have potentially won that first half there, and it may be a nice win for QuantumX, but there's definitely potential for overtime, I'd say. Both very quite evenly matched teams, both had quite technical issues throughout the game. This could have turned out to be a very entertaining game. Lots of lovely little chat. Get me down here, quite entertaining. Only just noticed we're going to have Prime in the VC. Hello, Prime. Hope you're enjoying your stay, just listening to the commentating live. And are we going to be getting the map? Yes, we are. Finally, long ago, and some people are muted. Oh, they're kind of bullying the host. I do feel bad for Endless, but things happen. And now it's going to be Sense on the T side and QuantumX on CT. Now, I'm looking forward to this quite a lot. I really want to see what Sense can pull out of their hat here, because if they had such a close half on their best side, they need to pull out some tricks here. Hopefully we'll see some utility usage. We didn't see too much of that from QuantumX, but Sense were using their utility quite well on the CT side, as noted towards quite a few of the smokes and nades that they were able to pull off in some of those situations. So, you know. It does appear it's going to be an A execute from Sense, and Awake, I did expect him to play this aggressively, but not on the pistol round with a 5-7 close mid. And unfortunately, it's just Destiny defending the A bomb site with Veo close behind him. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do this, as Sense does take control of the site. But Awake with a nice early frag on towards Forest, good mid aggression, and that's going to get him a kill as Overloaded finds a kill with the CT on towards Brighty. Now Rohul, he knows someone's flanking, but is he going to get the kill? Yes, he is, as Destiny finds Lawrence in the meantime, and Uno finds Divine Smurf. It's all on Rohul, and he cannot do it as Overload finds Bullet to the head. A nice pistol round, actually. Quite a good pistol round from QuantumX. This is not looking very fair at the moment. Sense found the spawn. They got the site nice and easy, got the plant, but unfortunately they weren't able to hold onto the site very well, as the rotation in from QuantumX was very quickly. They did have quite a lot of presence over towards the person has a very sexy I'm absolutely loving this stream. 94 people. Entertaining indeed. And it is going to be a B take from Sense. As Brighty does find a nice little entry onto Uno, and Awake going to be quickly trading out on towards Forest side. He's playing very aggressive mid, and that's paying off as he finds another one on towards launch. Ooh, fail flash from Destiny, but fortunately Overload is there to watch his back. 2 versus 4, and Rohul gets taken out. Oh, he can't do this. The bomb's not planted for him as Overloaded finds a frag on towards Divine. This may be a faster half than we expected originally. Oof. We could be looking at an 8-0 here at the current pace of this, as it is going to be another sub out for QuantumX. Not too sure who's getting subbed out here. No pre-information either. It may be Uno getting subbed out as he's not performing too well, but no, General just going to get denied straight up. No one really wants him to sub in at the moment, obviously, as it's going to be an A take from Sense. Now, it is very risky at the moment. They do have 2 over towards middle area, as Veo is going to be there as well. Peeking as Forest does find the first frag onto Veo. They've got the entry now. This should be theoretically around Lake and Will. The entry frag as Forest. He's trying to buy a bit more off than he can shoot, but Divine's going to find one onto Destiny and potentially follow that up. But Rohal's going to follow up for him. Now, if they lose this, I will be very surprised. 1 versus 5 for Overload as Rohal gets a nasty headshot on towards Uno. Ooh, Rohal, he appears very hungry for his other kill. He's very jumpy, and Forest is going to be stealing his kill instead. Sense finding around on the board. This is just a horrible rip-off. Oh yes. Foamy, no more being mean in the Twitch chat. Remember, this is meant to be a friendly community, so we can't be having too much of that, as it is going to be a B push potentially from Sense. I do think they're just trying to find that entry frag. The bomb is towards A, but that could change at any given time. And Rohal's going to be taking the bomb. I think Lawrence is going to be trying to do a bit of entry fragging, but will they expect Awake to be this close? Now, Awake has potential to do a lot of damage, and he's going to be doing just that. He's going to be finding Lawrence quite close as Overload does find Rohul. Now, they know the bomb is towards Connector, and Forest is going to find Overloaded, but can he find Awake? It's going to be quite the fun on their side, but Divine's going to do that for him. Veo going to be trying to scout them out in mid, but he's going to be heading over towards A. We have Destiny and Uno rotating towards A. Now the B bomb site is clear, but they're going to be... They could opt for a B hit here. But, oh, no. They're quite confused. They're going to do a 1-1-1 situation as Forest finds one onto Destiny, and then Uno going to find a deke on towards Brighty. Uno is on 30 HP. He's not in a very good position at all, and neither is Veo. Even though he's got an SSG, he is against rifles at close proximity, and he's still going to be opting for the battle as very good play, you can say, from Divine, where it is a 2 versus 2, and Forest is in a very vulnerable position. I say that, but he does find Uno, and he is potentially going to find the second one, and yes, he will. That's quite a huge quad kill from Forest, actually, going to be really holding down the round. It did not look winnable at the start, but they were able to somehow pull through that with the help of Forest and a little bit of spice from Divine. 2-2 is definitely getting close. 10-9 right now. Sense barely keeping on to their lead, and Awake, it wouldn't surprise me if he got pre-fired anytime sooner, and it just exactly happened. Forest's going to find a nice quick entry onto Awake, getting far too predictable. As it's going to be an A take, I guess. He's going to have Lawrence playing aggressively, and will he find Destiny? Yes, he will. 2 members of the city over towards Truckload. They could easily change into a B take, but that's not going to be happening as they already have full site control of A. The bomb is on highway low, and Rohul is going to No, Bridie going to find the frag onto Uno, and then Divine going to follow up onto Overloaded. 1 versus 5 for Veo. He finds the first one. I don't think he's going to be finding too much success. This round should be completely locked down, but they're playing very aggressively with low health members, but that doesn't matter as Forest finds the headshot onto Veo. Fortunately not doing too much damage to their own economy. Oh. Yes, in the words of Zinho, Awake is speeding up his gameplays. Good inside joke from the Blastech players in chat. 3-2, Sense definitely finding their form in the T side for the first 2 rounds. A bit of banter from Divine. I do actually expect Sense to pick this off. I could potentially go into overtime, and I might say 16-13 for Sense. I'm going to predict 16-13 here. And my prediction may be right, it's quite... Oh, is that a magic weapon in the hands of Divine? I wonder how he's going to be playing around with that one. As it is partial eco, but Lawrence and Brighty definitely going to be opening up the B site. And the rest of the CT side are just going to be heading over from A. This is very unfortunate, but Uno is already planted on towards Heaven and quickly going to be having a team to assist him. Ooh, 2 HP for Uno. That nade was deadly. As Divine going to be finding Overload. Ooh, this is definitely not a round QuantumX should be winning, as I am most likely going to be correct. The Forest is going to be messing up a little bit there, but Divine does not care. It's going to be finding a quick kill onto Awake, and Rohul finally taking out Uno. Perfect round. Perfect round for Sense. No deaths whatsoever, and the economy for QuantumX is surely terrible. Orange is going to be very complacent. No, that's very, very rude. Orange, I do not approve of what you're saying. And yes, EU spray. Ooh, too much banter going on in the Twitch chat. We should probably stop and focus on the game, even though it is partially boring. You know, maybe we'll toggle on, give himself some HP using the console commands or whatever with his dev privileges, and it's going to be another B hit from Sense. Ooh, Divine nearly gets caught out with his nade out, but Overload is not going to capitalise and punish him, but he's going to punish Brighty instead. Ooh, and he's going to find another one, but Rohul's finally going to be trading out. Playing aggressive, and he's going to find the kill onto Rohul. 25 HP for him though. Ooh, Lawrence, I'm not sure what that was, but Awake's going to fight him as well. 1 versus 3. I'm not too sure what that was, but that is a very crushing performance from QuantumX. I'm very surprised. Uno definitely stepped up there, just peeking out, taking the aggressive angle with the up, as Forest is on 100 HP all by himself on the B bomb site. And he does have the bomb. This may be a potential win, but he may not be able to do this. It is a 3 versus 1, and he really needs to hold this down. I do agree with what somebody just said in Twitch chat. Their utility usage from the CT side is very poor, but Sense is taking advantage of that, and they are running out of time. They are playing aggressively as Forest finds the first one, but Uno is going to be trading out quickly. QuantumX finding another round. A bit of trouble finding the bomb there and struggling with the defuse. Well, they do have time, but that was a very close game. The defuse didn't seem to be working out for them, and they could have lost that. Sorry. And copy past in the Twitch chat, everybody. Entertaining. Yeah, I'm just going to say that's entertaining. And yet, 2 times rack. Oh look, Punable got rack banned for his horrendous lag on stream. Very unfortunate for Punable. Just hitting this. This game is still continuing to be expect a lot more from certain players, and it just picked up for Sense all day round. He's fine obviously stacking him, and he got a double up setup, but the boost isn't going to be working out too well. They do have 1 over towards Highway, but it's most likely going to be an A execute as Forest finding the first onto A. That's quite important if there is a fawn in their side. Who won first round? You do mean first half, right? From a nice reference. Destiny, though, going to find a frag on towards Brighty, trading him out. And Destiny pulling it out. As Destiny, both low HP in quad one bullet. He's finished. Reload to the Hall, Lawrence. Goodbye. And it's all on Forest now. Can he find the first frag? Missing the shot. Still alive, though. And he's going to get the second onto Overload now. Awake is on 25 HP. This is doable. As tremendously. So can he continue exactly what we was unfortunately no clip at all, but I'm not subbing in for T-side as he does get a drop from Rahul. That's not exactly perfect, but that doesn't seem yet. Very aggressive. He could find some practice, quite some kills here. As Uno, he's in mid. If Overload goes down, it's an easy open bomb site for Sense, and the utility is eating yet another nade. It's quite a favourite meal of his, as you know, Flashy. This is doable. This is doable. In the triple position has been absolutely monstrous. He is going to be proving me right once again, as he do have Uno low HP, and it's all going to be getting taken out by Destiny. Unfortunately, the angle. Number one, Divine. No, Veo. The spray down. Oh, he's going to be getting that defuse for QuantumX clutch. Indeed, felt that one. Probably reasonably well, not too sure if they're able to fall. It is tied 12-12 right now. We may be going into overtime. And lots of people are very, very angry. Some comments about Unique finds a nasty entry on Flash. He cannot do the job with his UMP. They're finding some utility uses here, but Divine is going to find the frag onto Awake and another on towards Destiny. This is an opening. He finds another on towards Overload. Divine, he's really coming out strong as Rahul does do have Zen. Why is he going to find him dead? 77 HP and 26 on towards Dave. No, 2 versus 1. This is actually call it on towards Flashy. It's all safe. What's going on? He's just pre-firing. I thought he was going to that would have been really. It's going to be 13-12%. In the chat, do you think this is going to go? Some laughs coming in chat. Lovely little banter going on there. Down to there. Hit from Sense, they're low on numbers, but it's already going to be QuantumX as long as the first on towards Overload. Then they're going to find Forest on towards Away, but Veo in the meantime going to be finding Flashy as he. This still mid-battle intentionally finds the frag on towards Forest. Lawrence finds the frag onto Destiny. Veo towards the A site. Lovely. It did look like they had a cheated. That was. It's quite interesting. Veo I think he's safely up. And tends to be in a very bad all sides and Rahul. Now, Sense may be closing this out now. They may be starting to close down. They really know what's going on. Overtime game. We're gonna see what happens. And yes, Ross, I agree. Let's watch Uno eat. Ooh. Veo with the cheats. Too spectacularly. 6-7 with Awake and Overload tied. Forest and Divine. They're being hard just top fragging. Flashing his way at the bottom, getting a couple in. He did open up the B-bomb site last round. We do have to give him that. But it does appear they're going to be opting for an A-take now. Bomb is lurking by himself. Uno. Nasty frag on towards Divine. Destiny following up onto Lawrence. A little bit thirsty, but that doesn't matter too much. And Zen is going to make his way over towards B and find the frag on towards Overload. Veo holding Heaven. Ooh. Rahul with a nice little flash. See, this is what you catch there, but Uno, he shifted. Uno, will he go for the knife? No, he's fine. Rahul all on flashing. QuantumX finding another round. Ooh. 14-13, so they're going to be needing 2 forwards today. Training game, very feel if Sense had a dip on their weight, but the limit for teams. And not from Sense. So finally 41 HP towards Destiny, and can he follow up 3 versus 2? Opt for the save, and he's going for it, but it's not going to work out at all. 50-13, and frankly, I may win this round. My prediction be bang on.
Getting the knife round underway.
Finally.
How nice. Yeah, it's definitely finally. Sense appears to be missing a player.
Flashy? I wonder where he went off to, and is it going to be a 4v5 then for Sense in the knife round? Oh, AFK, unfortunate.
Oh.
Ooh. I think Awake's just going to be baiting Club. No, he's going to be getting taken out by Divine. Not really much of a challenge there. Divine going for it, and he finds the second one over there. He can find fire, and then kind of find Divine after the damage he's done. 2-on-3. This is really dysfunctional from QuantumX. They're not really working together, but they're going to make it a 2 versus 1.
Getting the knife round underway.
Finally.
How nice, how nice. Yeah, it definitely, finally. Sense appears to be missing a player.
Flashy? I wonder where he went off to, and is it going to be a 4v5 then for Sense in the knife round? Oh, AFK, unfortunate.
Oh.
Ooh. I think Awake's just going to be baiting Club. No, he's going to be getting taken out by Divine. Not really much of a challenge there. Divine's going for it, and he finds the second one over there. He can find fire, and then kind of find Divine after the damage he's done. 2-on-3. This is really dysfunctional from QuantumX. They're not really working together, but they're going to make it a 2 versus 1 anyway. It's all on general now. It doesn't seem to have much chance of this. Rahul on 80 HP and Lawrence on 100. Oh, this is this is quite a surprise actually. They came in 4v5 and came out with a 2 versus 1. That's quite good. And Jen's gonna find Lawrence. Now it's sort of close in terms of HP, but Rahul's gonna take him out anyway. So QuantumX is Sense. Sorry, is gonna be taking the pick first. What side do you think they're going to be choosing?
Probably CT, yeah.
Yeah,
They pick CT.
a lot of CT spam in the chat. Quite a lot indeed. It's going to be a very interesting lineup. I'm going to be
it's going to be very
looking
interesting.
heavily towards where they're going to go. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, to say the least.
I'm looking forward.
Oh yeah, definitely. And obviously, to add variety, you've got to have a British and a Swedish commentator here. And obviously, you've got our Slovenian friend, Punable, just chilling. Probably fell asleep by now. But this is gonna go.
Oh, I got kicked.
Well, that thing. Okay, who's first on the ban list? Oh yeah, gonna be flexing his dev title there. Oh, he's enjoying himself there. This is. Oh, some people are saying it's gonna be a 60. No, that's that's not very good. It's quite rude. And then someone's asking for trading advice in the chat. Well, regardless, we're gonna be placing over. Well, it's gonna be a pretty strong AXQ actually. They're gonna be stacking lots of people up, and they're gonna be having. Well, Sense is playing aggressively towards B main, but it doesn't matter as Overload finds the first kill on towards Lawrence. It's going to be a quick sweep as far as finds Destiny in the mayhem, but Uno's going to be trading him out as Rahul finds Overloaded. Ooh, this is a very sticky, but they're going to be a flank coming in from Sense. Zen finds the first one, not going to be finding the second, but Rahul's going to be taking a wake out as he takes out Alonso and Rahul with an